AITA for avoiding work responsibilities. I had a medical event recently and had to have surgery. I'm in a very physically demanding program, and any additional time off I take after my surgery requires a delay in graduation. My doctor approved my return 1 week post-op, but only if I limit how much I lift in any sort of strenuous activity. I arrange with the school that I can only work 8-5 during the day so I can rest in the evenings, and that I can take breaks as needed. I return to campus and find my peers less than supportive of my new limitations. We have to do evening and weekend on-call shifts, and with the accommodations made for me I'd be unable to take any evening shifts at all. They feel like I should make up for my decreased weekly work hours and time spent off for medical appointments by taking more work on during my time back on, and taking every weekend shift I can. I tell them I'm physically limited and there's nothing I can do about that. I refuse to take more than 1 weekend shift a week so that I could have at least 1 day off every week, which meant that I would do 3 on-call shifts to everyone's 6 by the end of the course we're in now. Someone later asks if I can take their on-call shift and I refuse, telling them I have a personal conflict that I couldn't miss that day. They blow up at me suddenly, telling me they feel I am trying to work the system and get out of responsibilities by returning before I can physically perform in a way that doesn't burden anyone else. This person had their own medical event earlier that year, and had opted to wait to come back until after they were mostly healed, despite the fact that it would impact their graduation. I respond that I can't afford to delay my graduation and they don't know enough information to make that decision for me. They start yelling at me for having a bad attitude and not being receptive to the solutions everyone proposed on how I could do more. I yelled back that the things they were asking me to do were too much and I should be allowed to determine my own schedule, not get peer pressured into taking on more and more to the point where I get hurt. The person tosses a Thanksgiving gift I had given them earlier that day back at me and tells me they didn't want it with a look of utter disdain. Later, this same person calls me to try to make amends, but I refused to pick up the phone because I had started crying when I got to my car, and I wasn't in a space to talk. They message an apology for letting it get heated, but told me that they felt they were right and I still owed all the other students to take on more responsibility. AITA for saying that it's not her place to tell me what I should do and refusing to talk to her anymore.